It is crucial that we remain vigilant, because if nothing is done to change the situation, the real third secret of Fatima could come to fruition in 2024. This is alarming, as many discussions about Fatima refer to the 3 secrets revealed in 2000. The Vatican released the third secret, which described an angel with a flaming sword, ready to set the world on fire. On May 13, 1917, in Cova da Iria, 3 shepherds, Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta, had an extraordinary vision. A young woman, believed to be Our Lady of Fatima, appeared and shared 3 secrets that were later revealed to be frightening prophecies about war and death, both globally and in the Church. The third secret of Fatima includes disturbing predictions and has remained shrouded in mystery for many years. This secret predicts war and destruction. In this video, we will explore the prophecy of the third secret of Fatima and discuss why it could come true in 2024. If you believe in God, click the subscribe button just below the video. The story begins in Fatima, a small town in Portugal where the 3 children were taking care of their sheep in Cova da Iria, also known as Cova da Paz. At noon, after praying the rosary, they began to play. Suddenly, lightning crossed the sky. Thinking that a storm was approaching, they began to herd the sheep to return home. Then they saw a second, even more impressive flash of lightning, and an intense light appeared in a small oak tree. At this moment, a beautiful lady dressed in white appeared before them, floating above the oak tree. She held a white rosary and began talking to the children. This event marked the beginning of a mysterious journey that still fascinates the world. The lady asked the children to pray the rosary every day to bring peace to the world and end war. This was the first of several supernatural apparitions known as the apparitions of Our Lady of Fatima. What she told them was kept secret for many years. Only in July 1941, Lucia, one of the 3 children, now a nun, was instructed by the bishop to reveal the first 2 secrets. These secrets included visions of hell and prophecies about the future of the world. The third secret, however, remained unrevealed for many years. Decades passed before Lucia, now Sister Lucia, finally revealed to the Pope the contents of the third secret in a protected envelope. The content of this secret has generated many debates, speculations, and conspiracy theories, as well as various controversies and interpretations among scholars and believers around the world. So that you can more quickly and easily understand all these signs, we are facing difficult times in which prophecies are being fulfilled, but many do not realize what is happening around the world. For this reason, I decided to offer a gift to all channel subscribers, a digital ebook, The Secret Behind the Holy Bible, so you can download it immediately. The link is in the first pinned comment. In this book, I reveal all the secrets of biblical prophecies that will shock you. Don't waste time. Click on the first pinned comment because we only have a few units available, and it will soon be taken down. In recent times, the Pope has offered significant insights into the meaning and explanations of that secret. Its revelations are intended to provide guidance and clarification on the messages of Fatima and their relevance for today. The apparitions at Cova da Iria have generated debate among scholars, some claiming that the name Our Lady of Fatima arose because the apparitions took place in Fatima, Portugal. Others suggest that the name Fatima is an Islamic name for the Virgin Mary. Although not universally accepted in all Islamic communities, this connection may have arisen due to the reverence for Mary, Mother of Jesus, in both Christianity and Islam. In Islamic tradition, Fatima was the name of the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, but it is important to note that Mary, called Maryam in Islam, has a special status as one of the most revered women in Islam. There is an entire chapter dedicated to Maryam in the Quran, detailing her miraculous birth and conception of her son Isa, called Jesus in Christianity, without the intervention of a human father. The story of Maryam in the Quran has similarities to the biblical narrative, including her creation in the temple and the visit of the angel Gabriel. However, there are particular differences in the way some events are portrayed. Mary's association with Fatima may stem from respect for both figures in their respective religious traditions. Fatima, daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, is highly revered in Islam for her virtues and her role as a symbol of purity and righteousness. Some Muslims see similarities between Mary and Fatima, especially in their shared qualities of faith, devotion, and spiritual significance. Although this assumption is largely debatable, what is true is that the apparitions were given to the children by Mary, Mother of God, in a city called Fatima, in Portugal. During the first meeting, Maria asked the children to return on the 13th of each month for 6 months. She warned that they would suffer a lot, but in order for them to reach heaven, Mary asked them to pray the rosary every day to bring peace to the world and end the war. In the second apparition, on June 13, 1917, she asked that the Fatima prayer be added to the end of each rosary. When the children asked to be taken to heaven, Maria replied that she would soon take Francisco, but that Lucia would stay longer. In the third apparition, on July 13, 1917, Mary showed the children a vision of hell and revealed that God desired great devotion to his Immaculate Heart to save souls from hell. She predicted the Second World War and the persecution of the faithful in Russia, warning that if prayer and consecration of Russia to her Immaculate Heart were not carried out, the country would spread errors throughout the world, fomenting wars and persecution of the Church. The fourth meeting was supposed to take place on August 19, 1917, but the local administrator arrested the children to prevent them from meeting Maria. 6 days later, she appeared before them in a pasture and asked them to pray intensely and make sacrifices for sinners because souls would go to hell for not having anyone to pray for them. After the apparitions, Francisco and Jacinta died a year apart due to an outbreak of flu in Fatima. Francisco, even though he was very ill, dedicated his life to making sacrifices to console the Lord and died in 1919. Jacinta also suffered a lot and spent her time praying for peace in the world and for unsaved souls. She passed away in 1920. In 1930, the Catholic Church declared the miracle of these children worthy of belief, and in 1952, a special tomb was prepared for Francisco and Jacinta, who were buried on each side of the main altar, serving as a light to illuminate the world. In 1934, Lucia took her vows as a nun and, years later, wrote in her memoirs about the secret of Fatima, detailing what she and her cousins had received 2 decades earlier. These memories revealed the deep details of the secrets revealed to them by the lady during the apparitions. The first secret revealed by the lady was a vision that was both horrible and terrifying. She showed the children a large sea of fire believed to be hell, located beneath the surface of the earth. In this blazing fire, they could see countless souls and demons enveloped by the flames, burning and transparent embers floating on the hot waves. Sister Lucia described this vision as extremely terrifying, a scene of suffering and horror that left a traumatic impression on the children. After this terrifying vision, the lady also conveyed a message of hope and redemption. She told the children that there was a way to save many souls from this terrible fate and prevent wars from destroying the world. The key, she said, was for people to stop offending God. She warned that if people didn't change their behavior, something even worse would happen in the future. The lady then revealed that Russia would spread its errors throughout the world, promoting wars and persecution of the Church. To avoid this catastrophe, the lady emphasized the importance of devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary and proposed the consecration of Russia to it, in the hope that this would avoid future calamities. The apparitions of Fatima, by revealing these messages and secrets, left a profound impact on the faithful and the world as a whole. World War II was predicted during the third apparition, with the Virgin Mary indicating that if people did not stop offending God, a war even worse than World War I would occur. She mentioned a special sign, a light in the sky, that would indicate that God was about to punish the world for its crimes with war, famine, and persecution of the Church and the Holy Father. This premonition ended up becoming reality, as the war actually began after an extraordinary event in the sky in 1938, just before the start of World War II. A red aurora borealis lit up the night sky in many parts of Europe and North America. This phenomenon was seen as the sign predicted by the Virgin Mary by many, interpreting this red light as a dark omen, associating it with the punishment mentioned in the Fatima messages. This event reinforced belief in the prophecies of Fatima and increased the urgency of the messages transmitted by the Virgin Mary. The third secret, which was only partially revealed in 2000, included a vision of an angel with a fiery sword in his left hand, about to set the world on fire. However, Our Lady's right hand prevented the angel from promoting destruction. Thus, it was revealed that many martyrs would emerge from this impending tragedy. This third secret generated many speculations about its true meaning and the consequences it could bring to humanity. Now that we understand the context of these apparitions and the alarming messages conveyed by the Virgin Mary, it is important to reflect on how these prophecies could impact the world today. The third secret of Fatima and its implications are still debated and interpreted in various ways. However, one thing is clear: the need for prayer, penance, and behavior change is a universal message that resonates over time. Fatima's warnings serve as a continual reminder of the importance of living a life of faith and devotion. Don't forget to download our book, The Secret Behind Biblical Prophecies. There are already more than 500,000 copies sold, and we are at the last units, so don't waste time and enjoy. I guarantee that you will acquire a lot of knowledge after reading this sensational book, written with great care and love for all the subscribers of our channel, completely based on the Holy Bible. The link is in the first pinned comment. In this context, we need to consider how these teachings can be applied to us today and how we can incorporate their lessons into our daily lives to seek a more peaceful and just world.